Today I want to show you guys how you can remotely start your car using just your phone through the MySubaru app. So a lot of people ask me about this. This is a relatively newer technology within the last few years, giving you the capabilities of remotely starting your car and a ton of other things. So I'm going to show you how this works in practice. We're going to talk about all that the remote access app does, how much it costs, and how you can get this set up for your own car, and also how this compares to the traditional remote start that you would have found on the previous generation with the older style key fobs. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Alex. I like to share weekly videos just like this one, helping you learn all there is to know about your new Subaru. I have made a video on this a year or so ago, but a lot of people have asked questions. I've had new subscribers since then. A lot of people have asked, so I wanted to make an updated video addressing some of the questions you guys had in that last video, as well as showing you some of the new things that are on this. If you enjoy Subaru videos just like this, consider clicking that subscribe button down below. And if you guys learn something new and get value out of it, please remember to click that like button. That helps me out a ton and I would really appreciate it. So the app is really easy to use. I'm just gonna dive in, show you exactly how it works. So once you open the app up, you click on the big blue quick start button, and with either Face ID or a 4-digit PIN, you can send whatever action you want to the car. And then just a couple seconds later, the car starts right up. It also locks the door and sets the alarm. So if you accidentally forgot whether or not you locked your car, maybe you're at work and you want to get it warmed up or cooled off before you get in, you can still set it up knowing that your car is going to be locked and nobody can access it. You still have to have your key in order to get in the car. You can, well, technically you can unlock the doors with this as well, but I'll show you in practice how it works. You're going to walk up to the car with your keyless entry key fob. You're going to put your hand on the door handle. It's going to automatically unlock for you. And then as soon as you get in, so as soon as you get in your car, if you try to put it in gear, it's going to be locked in park. This is just a security function that Subaru has on this. In order to unlock that, you have to put your foot on the brake and click the push button start, and then it'll say it's ready to drive and you can put it in gear. So not only do you have the ability to remote start your car, but you can also get it comfortable before you get in. So you can go in here to climate presets. You can save your own preset. You can do full cool, which is going to cool the car down before you get in the summer times. You can do full heat for the winter time when it gets colder out. And you can also adjust your heated seats and your cooling seats if you have the touring trim level. It is important to note that not all Subaru models have the ability to access heated seats and ventilated seats from the app. A simple way to know is if your Subaru has the digital on-off switch in here, it will be accessible through the app. If it has the rocker switches near the gear shift, like the new Crosstrek, some of the older Ascents, and even now still, even the 2024 Foresters have those rocker switches. Those do not have the ability for the heated seat controls from the app. You can also lock and unlock your doors remotely. So if you ever lose your key or you don't have it on you, but you need to gain access to the car, you can unlock it remotely with your phone. If you forget if you locked your car, you can also remotely lock it. You can locate the car if you're trying to find it, and it is pretty cool because you can use satellite view to see almost exactly what parking spot you're in. On the top left portion of the screen, you'll see where it says vehicle status. You click on that. That'll light up red if there's ever anything going wrong. So it runs vehicle diagnostics for you. If it lights up red, you can click on that. It'll tell you the health report, tell you what is going on with your car. It'll even show you the individual tire pressures. It doesn't show anything right now on my car because it's been sitting for a minute and those are motion activated. It's pretty cool the depth and the level of information that this will show you. By default, if you have the remote access with MySubaru, you will also have Subaru Starlink basic plan that gives you roadside assistance equivalent to something similar to a AAA. So you have tow service. You also have this SOS button in the dome light area that gives you the ability to call out by the touch of a button for help if you need roadside. And if you're ever involved in an accident, you don't even have to click any buttons or call out. There are sensors on the car that will automatically go off and contact Subaru. They will reach out to you to see if you're safe. If you don't respond, they will send first responders out to your location. Remote start with the MySubaru app is available on almost all Subaru models as long as they have the keyless entry key fob with push button start. So if you have this key fob, you're going to have push button start. Most of them are going to be 2020 and newer. There are some 2019 models like the 2019 Ascent and the 2019 Forester that have these capabilities, given that it has keyless entry. But if you have a regular style key switch on even the newest model Subarus, it will not have the ability to do remote start from your phone. And in that situation, you still have the ability to get remote start by purchasing an additional key fob. So it's not built into this. You would purchase a separate key fob and have to have that programmed. Unfortunately, that route can be quite costly, but those lower trim levels that have the regular key switch are also a much lower price point vehicle to begin with. If you're curious about cost with the physical key fob, our dealership charges around $750 to do that, and so it can be quite costly, whereas with the phone app, it can be as little as $100. It just depends on how long you want it. So they do it based on subscription. I know not everybody's a fan of subscription, but quite a bit of benefits to that. I'll explain here in a little bit more detail. One is it's not a contract. So if you have it for a year, you have it for 2 years, 3 years, however long you have it, and maybe you don't end up using it as often as you wanted, or you get a new Subaru, whatever the case may be, you can cancel that subscription at any time and you get reimbursed a prorated refund. So you're not locked into that. The cost for this, which also includes your roadside assistance through Subaru Starlink, is $150 a year. So $150 a year if you have a pre-owned car. If you have a brand new Subaru, you're getting it new at the dealership, talk to your salesperson because they can tell you about the discounts up front to get Starlink added. When you get it added up front, it's $100 for the first 3 years total, so that's a pretty good bargain. It's $175 for 4 years, or $250 for 5 years total. So if you got the 5-year plan, you break it out annually, it is about $50 a year. Now a lot of people ask, well, why don't I just go with the 3-year plan? It's only $100 and I plan to have the car for 5+ years. I'll just do the 3-year plan and then I'll renew it on the 4th year. Well, the difference is if you do it that way, on the 4th year, you're gonna have to pay $150 because that's outside of the new car promo. So whatever you get up front is part of that new car promo. The reason why the first 3 years is technically the lowest cost is because they give you the basic Subaru Starlink plan for free by default on a new car. And so you're only paying for the first 3 years, you're only paying for that remote access capability. Hopefully that makes sense. You guys can leave comments down below with any questions you have. If you want to get this set up on your car, contact any Subaru retailer, probably your salesperson. They can just simply take your VIN number that they already have on file. They can set this up for you remotely. So you don't even have to go into the dealership to do this. There's no install or anything to do the MySubaru app with remote start. They just plug in your VIN number. They'll get your credit card or debit card, whatever information you want to use. They'll type that in, and it'll automatically be active. So I set this up for customers the day they pick up their new car. I make sure they're well aware of it before they leave the lot so they know the benefits, and they immediately have access to remote start as well as roadside assistance when they need it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please remember to click that like button, subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.